Jian Azadi. Woman, life, freedom. Woman, life, freedom.
Have you been blind for the last 46 years? 46 years.
If you think Islam and the Islamic Republic represent Iranians and Iranian culture, you've been lied to.
Have you not seen where the Ayatollahs came from and who they're supporting 24/7? Hamas, Hezbollah, Houthis, Hashd militias, all of the Arab Islamist jihadists, none of them Iranian.
Iran is not an Arab country. Not an Arab country.
This is not our culture to have Islamic Republic.
Islam is not our identity.
This is not our culture to cover our hurt.
And we don't even speak Arabic. We speak Persian.
First of all, every second word they say is not Persian, it's Arabic. That's why most of us don't understand half of the shit they're saying.
The cameras, surveillance are everywhere to identify unveiled women.
Women in Iran had the right to vote before women in Switzerland.
And this is an insult to a nation when you name barbaric law part of our culture.
Iran and the United States used to be huge allies until 1979 when Islam took over and turned our country into a 7th century Islamic hellhole governed by Shari'a law.
These are Arab Islamists, jihadists, enemies of Iran, enemies of humanity.
A message from inside of prisons in Iran.
Women are sending out messages from the prison in Iran that they're getting gang raped by the IRGC soldiers.
The Islamic Republic agents, including Basij and Sepah, so-called IRGC, are gang raping the women in detention.
And you know why they do this? Because they say that before executing a woman, you have to rape her so she doesn't go to heaven.
These women are asking their families to bring them emergency pills.
Historically, it was always Arab Muslims who came in and raped, tortured, killed, and took in Persians as slaves because they were Muslim. So they force converted historically most Iranians today.
Please don't stop talking about Iran. Please be our voice.
So she doesn't go to heaven. So she doesn't go to heaven. Doesn't go to heaven.
Let me tell you why all these pro-Palestine, pro-human rights people are silent right now. 90% of the people supporting Palestine are Muslims. And they're only supporting them because Palestinians are Muslim. So the one reason why they're not supporting my people is because the country is being controlled by Islamic Republic. So the leaders are Muslim.
Πού είναι οι πορείες για τους ξυλοδαρμούς και τις δολοφονίες γυναικών που δεν φορούν μπουρκα και μαντήλα? Πού είναι οι οργανωμένες διαμαρτυρίες έξω από τις πρεσβείες του Ιράν? Πού είναι η Γκρέτα?
So it's not about human rights anymore. It's not about human rights anymore.
You know, the same ecosystem that screamed itself hoarse about human rights in Gaza is now mocking, humiliating, and silencing the Iranians, accusing them of Islamophobia. Sheer audacity and entitlement to tell Iranians they're Islamophobic for describing their lived reality is astounding.
And we have to contend with people who had no problem defending figures for other atrocities. But when it comes to the figures for Iran's massacre, don't want you to believe your lying eyes and are either mocking it or diminishing it or demeaning it in some way. To those people, I also say, fuck you.
Καρφί δεν σας καίγεται. Καρφί δεν σας καίγεται. Free Iran. Καρφί δεν σας καίγεται. Καρφί δεν σας καίγεται. Free Iran.
So if you're not Iranian, shut the fuck up.
Hi, Iranian here. To all the woke watermelon people out there who are so blinded by their hatred of Israel and Jews that they are choosing to take the side of a brutal Islamic dictatorship, my message to you is back off.
Shut the fuck up.
You clearly do not understand the Iranian people who are some of the most pro-democracy, pro-freedom, most educated, most progressive people in the entire world, much less the Middle East.
Iranians, we don't need you. We don't need your help. We don't want your help.
This is not a US enforced regime change. This is an organic grassroots Iranian regime change. All we've ever asked is to stop funding the oppressors.
Iran, you are finding out.
So shut the fuck up if you don't know anything. Shut the fuck up.
There's people right now that are like, how do you even kill that many people in 2 days? With military-grade weapons.
I want to share two things with you before the U.S. forces attack Iran. And for those of you who are going to say, oh my God, you're waiting for another country to attack you, doesn't make sense. Respectfully, we don't care about your opinion, okay? Get out of here.
And you're sending out regime forces armed to the teeth with military-grade weapons into crowds of hundreds of thousands of people across Iran. And they're using tanks and machine guns and rifles and handguns and machetes, and they're bringing in proxy militia groups to help them finish the job, and they're spraying bullets into crowds and doing headshots. You absolutely can kill thousands and thousands of people in the span of a few days.
The Islamic Republic regime is allegedly keeping the dead bodies of thousands of killed protesters in morgues, waiting for the moment to release them and use them for propaganda in the case of a military attack, U.S. military attack. Okay?
Iran is a very large country with 90 million people.
So once the U.S. attacks Iran, they're going to release all these thousands of dead bodies and say, oh, look what the U.S. forces are doing to our innocent people. They're killing your people. So be aware. This is them, okay? This is not the U.S. or Israel. Oh my God. You're waiting for another country to attack you? Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. Respectfully, we don't care about your opinion, okay? Get out of here.
Go ahead and call me Islamophobic like it's an insult.
No Iranian wants Islam. No Iranian accepts this barbaric Arab mentality.
In my country, people are getting hunted, tortured, and killed in the name of Allah, in the name of Sharia, in the name of Islam.
And when I say Arab, I mean Arab Muslims, because Arab Muslims, historically and still to this day, have managed to wipe out and kill and rape every single minority group there was.
If Islamophobia means refusing to respect an ideology soaked in blood, then maybe the label fits.
Us Iranians, we were never Muslims to begin with. Islam was forced on us. Because when the Arabs invaded our country, stole everything, assaulted our women, I don't want to say the word, but you know what they did. It was more than an assault. They forced Islam onto us.
So don't lecture me about tolerance. This fear didn't come from stereotypes or Western media. It came from watching murder justified as worship. It came from watching murder justified as worship.
Jian Azadi, woman, life, freedom. They are the words shouted by Kurdish female guerrillas as they stood against ISIS.
They were our allies. They fought for us against jihadists that enslaved women, burnt Yazidis alive, beheaded their way to power in parts of Syria.
Kurds are asking for our help now. The roles are reversed.
We cannot abandon those who fought our common enemies.
Kurdish women are not left alone even when dead. Because when they die, the terrorists cut off their braids.
For Syria to become truly inclusive and truly democratic, it must respect all its community.
So today I'm standing here in a Kurdish traditional dress to honor the Kurdish women and the people who have paid a very high price for their freedom.
Beji Rojava.
You've been lied. You've been lied to.